Hey guys, welcome back. It's time for a day 62 post-surgery update. Not a ton to report, but I did do a weigh-in for this one. We're down 0.4 pounds, so excited about that and the movement. For the first time, I actually had rice for lunch or for dinner yesterday, and it stayed down, so that was exciting. It's kind of funny because like every time I enter or like try something new, it's always like, hey, how is this gonna go? And so far I really haven't had a ton of issues. Like I've talked about these little mini bouts of like what I think is maybe pre-dumpings, but not actually going through the true phase of dumpings. Or maybe it's just what dumpings is like for me. It's a lot milder than it is for others. So I'm really grateful for, how it's been going for me. I know some people have had it a lot worse, so I'm just very like happy and grateful for where I'm at and how pretty smooth for the most part things have gone for me personally. But one thing I wanted to talk about, and I don't know if I really talked about this closer to my surgery date, and I just figured if you guys are watching, you might be curious. So I wanted to talk a little bit about hospital bags and kind of stuff to bring with you. So going into it, like I, put a post up in one of our support groups and asked people what they brought, and some people like, oh, bring headphones and this and that and whatnot. And I personally, like, I have Minky blankets. I love my Minky blankets. I'm cuddling with one right now. And I really just love them. I love how soft and comfortable they are. And I knew that in order to feel semi-comfortable, I was going to want a blanket. So I had brought a Minky blanket with me. I had brought my paperwork with me to read through, but honestly, I didn't read through much of it until like just before I went home. And I really didn't need it. I could have done without it. I think it actually even said in the book to bring it, but like I didn't use it. I had brought in headphones, but I didn't use them. Obviously a phone and a charger is a big one, and if you're a person that can't really like, some people struggle with like looking at things on their phone. So I mean, if you're like that and you're better with an iPad, bring an iPad and whatnot, a charger. Glasses if you need reading glasses or whatever. Obviously some people like books. I'm not a big book reader, so that wasn't my kind of thing, but I will tell you, I spent more time sleeping than anything. Like I got up after surgery. I remember waking up in the recovery area, not even in my back in my room yet, and I passed out almost immediately after. I was like, I'm okay, yeah, okay, and then I was gone. And then I remember waking up in my bed, and that's when they started explaining to me like having to sip water so much before getting to go home and all these different things that I'm confident I've talked about before. And yeah, like the one guy telling me that, make sure that you set yourself alarms so you can wake up kind of thing. So it's good to have a phone with an alarm and a charger. And if you're more comfortable, a blanket. And honestly, if I was to do it all over again, I'd bring my own damn pillow too, because the pillow sucked. I'm not gonna lie, it was horrible. So I would definitely bring my own pillow. But otherwise, guys, I slept. I did a lot of sleeping and a lot of like, once I got through the like, what do you call it? The first part of the recovery and like my I can't even think of the word. My anesthesia wore off. Then I could like get up and walk and stuff. But until then, I was pretty much just like in a bed sleeping. So definitely, I mean, in terms of other things, I mean, some people may say bring underwear. Honestly, the hospital has really good stretchy kind of underwear looking things. So I would just wear those if you feel more comfortable and or if you need them because things happen. So I mean, yeah, that's my best advice, is just to take that. If you're on any medications, I mean, they'll tell you make sure you bring any medications that you're on with you. Not so much necessarily to take, they may or may not have you take them, but just so that they can review all that stuff with you. But they'll tell you about that in advance if you need it. But that's kind of it, guys. Like there really isn't a lot. I wouldn't bother overpacking. I think I brought, oh, you know what else I brought? I brought myself a pair of slippers. That was another one. And again, if you're a person that gets chapped lips, mine, like I get super chapped lips now post-surgery. It's ridiculous. So if you get dry skin, chapped lips, you might want to have some lotion, some lip balm, basics, but don't bring anything of value. Don't bring your wallet. Don't bring money. Don't bring anything like that. You're not going to need it. So don't bring unnecessary things. Just bring your health card, obviously, if you're, like me in Manitoba here. But don't overdo it. Just bring the basics. is kind of the moral of the story here. So just figured I'd share that because I'm like, I don't know if I actually went through this or not. And I definitely wouldn't have while I was at the hospital because I was so out of it. I probably didn't think about it when I came home either. So anyways, I really appreciate you guys watching, following along. Make sure if you have any questions, throw them in the comments, and like and subscribe. Till the next one. Bye, guys.